Hi, and welcome to Catherine Figures. I'm your host, Caitlin, and today I have a comic review for you guys. So this is Heroes in Crisis issue 2, and let's see where that tearjerker from issue 1 has led us to this time. So, opening on into the story, we get to see Poison Ivy at Sanctuary. And I'm not gonna lie, kind of got me in the feels right there, especially with the fact that you find out Harley wasn't even supposed to be at Sanctuary. Harley actually followed Poison Ivy there. And I love the fact that she's booping her the entire time. And Ivy's telling her, what if so-and-so finds out? What if Wonder Woman finds out? You're not supposed to be here. And then finally she just gives up and asks if she at least had someone to water her plants while she was gone. And she said, I did not. Sigh. So back in the current timeline, we get to see a beaten and battered Harley, really injured from her fight with Booster in the first issue, surrounded by penguins. And if you know penguins in the DCU, that can only mean one character, the Penguin himself. So Harley actually goes to Cobblepot and is asking him for help. And he asks her what exactly she needs protection from. And she said, I don't know exactly, probably everyone. So continuing on, we get to see the Trinity during an autopsy on one of our fallen heroes in the first issue. And Batman is removing something very strange from this body. And that is a pair of gag teeth, which of course leads me to believe that Joker is somehow involved in all of this. And what exactly could have possibly led him to Sanctuary? So continuing on, we get to see Batman in his confession at Sanctuary, and him saying that throughout his time being Batman, he's trained a number of partners to work with him, and they've become his family. And he's watched so many of them die. And you actually get to see one of the few moments where Bruce seems vulnerable, and he stops himself. So back to the current timeline, we get to see Booster Gold finally coming to after Skeets has patched him up from his fight with Harley. Of course, he got stabbed multiple times, and Booster's saying he had the strangest dream that he was in Sanctuary and a bunch of heroes were killed by Harley Quinn, and then Harley Quinn said he was actually the killer and that he was just crazy. But, of course, then they fought and she stabbed him a bunch. And then he woke up here. And that's when Skeets tells him that's exactly what happened. So, we also get to see Harley in her safe house. And I love the fact that she's playing a penguin at Go Fish. I love this penguin's poker face. It is probably one of the best parts of this entire comic. This is amazing. This is totally Harley, and I love this moment. I'm not gonna lie. So, of course, the Trinity finds her. And she says, I know what you guys are thinking. Of course, this is a penguin. But he's actually pretty good at cards. So, flashing back over to Booster's trying to decide what he should do. Should he turn himself in, or should he try to go the Batman route and figure this all out himself? And Skeets is telling him, of course he should turn himself in. But, Booster's not going to turn himself in. Nah, he's going to try to figure this all out for himself. So, back with Harley and the Trinity, she's saying it's not exactly like she was really hiding. She got a safe house from the biggest gossip in Gotham's underground. It's not like she was really hiding that well from the Trinity. And Wonder Woman asks her, what happened at Sanctuary? So she throws her arms around Wonder Woman and says, oh, Wonder Bread, it was horrible. It was terrible, but it was really horrible. And she said that Booster Gold killed everyone. And she's talking about the fact that she totally killed Booster as well, you know, payback and all that. She sneakily grabs the golden lasso of truth and pulls it on Batman, holding him hostage against the other two. And while she has Batman at her own mercy, she asks him whether or not he has anything in his utility belt that could protect her from Superman. And he informs her that he has kryptonite on him. So she pulls the kryptonite and jumps out a wall screaming that Booster totally did it. So continuing on, we also get to see Wonder Woman's Sanctuary tapes, and we find out about her horrible nightmares and actually seeing her mother being injured and how much it tore her up inside. And instead of actually getting the help, she said she'd prefer just to bite her lip because others need more help than she does. Thank you. So Booster does one of the dumbest things he could possibly do, and that's going to the Flash, Barry Allen, and asking him about the autopsies. Because, of course, he's trying to do the whole Batman thing and figure out the Sanctuary mess all by himself. And that's when we find out Barry doesn't even know yet. And Skeets, of course, figures it out far sooner than Booster does. And he's saying, you know, like when Harley went, or maybe I, killed everybody. You know, like Arsenal, Blue Jay, Ivy. Apparently Poison Ivy's dead, according to Booster Gold. Seriously, like, just stab me in the heart now, DC, but whatever. And then he throws out Wally's name, and that's the name that gets Barry's attention. Of course, we know that Rebirth was definitely the big heart pull between the Flashes, but Barry runs off to try to figure it out for himself. And of course, as the fastest man alive, he's going to figure it out quicker than anyone else could. And he gets back quite quickly. And he demands to know, what did Booster do? So, finally, as we leave off with this story, we get to find out that Harley is saying goodbye. She's saying goodbye to Ivy. She's apologizing for following her there to Sanctuary. She's apologizing for loving her. She's apologizing for loving Mr. J, for helping Mr. J. And there's a lot of things that really leave a lot of questions to be answered for me personally. What exactly is going on? Now, speed up to the Daily Planet, and we get to see Lois Lane, and we find out that some Sanctuary tapes have been released. And finally, we get to see Superman's Sanctuary tape, and him dealing with the tears between being Clark Kent and being Superman, and what that's meant to him. So that is Heroes in Crisis issue 2. Once again, Tom King, you're really sucking me in with this story. I need to know more. I need to know, is Poison Ivy confirmed now? Because I'm really hoping she's not. She already killed 2 people that I really, really loved in the first issue. But as per usual, guys, give me a like if you like this video, comment below and tell me whether or not you have a lot of the same theories that I do, whether or not you're as torn with this as I am with some of the deaths that have occurred in it so far. I can see where they're going with the murder mystery here, but it's definitely getting me in the feels here as a hardcore DC fan. As per usual, guys, subscribe to my channel for more comic book content, or check out any of the older videos I have up for offer here on Cat Run Figures. I did do a review of issue 1, so check that out if you haven't already. And yeah, that's it for this episode of Cat Run Figures. I'm your host, Caitlin, and until next time, bye.